When I think about my journey, the greatest lesson in improving my health and well-being has been putting myself first. And that is a really difficult thing, I think, for women because, whether we're parents, our partners, or our careers, we just naturally tend to put those things ahead of our own needs. We're not really good about, asking for what we need, prioritizing our own health and wellness needs, and so we're kind of living on empty. I kind of think of myself as like an ATM. If I'm constantly withdrawing from myself by being a caregiver to other people, when the money dries up and I don't put any deposits into that bank account, there's nothing left. And the reality is, when I talk about self-care, lots of people say, well, it's quite selfish. I don't know if I can do that. The reality is self-care is not selfish, because the reality is I have more to give my family, my daughter, my husband, my patients, if I take care of myself first. When I don't do that, when I don't sleep well, don't when I don't eat well, when I'm not doing regular exercise, when I'm not meditating and keeping my mindset strong, really being balanced in the four directions, um, I end up, overextending myself. I end up going into that people pleaser. I end up going into the perfectionism. I end up going into the looking for external validation, to fill those voids because I am not providing it myself, right? And the reality is we're all we need, and we need to own and value ourselves. And many women, we just don't value ourselves. So we don't think that we're deserving or worthy of that self-care, regardless of what it is. Self-care doesn't have to be laying in a bubble bath. It doesn't mean, taking a full day of work off. It might just mean that you say no, to an engagement that is just doesn't align with you. It means not overscheduling your week. It means not having realistic expectations about what you can accomplish. It means asking for help, with your to-do list, right? It doesn't have to be, I think sometimes with self-care, we're thinking it's like laying in a bubble bath with a bottle of champagne and chocolate-covered strawberries. I mean, the reality is that might not be it, right? And, I think self-care really is about just really accepting where we're at.